Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and today I have the Small NIrvana 3.0 by Peter Rassenti custom knife. Really beautiful little piece. And as usual, we're gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this guy, but first of all, let's just do a quick size comparison. For example, look at this. This is up against the Small NIrvana 3.0. I'm just kidding. No, this is up against the large NIrvana 3.0, so you can see where this guy stands as a size comparison. Also, something very similar, like the blade of this is the Specter Para 3 with almost very similar blade, 3-inch long, but check out the handle. There's a much nicer blade to handle ratio going on over there. And here we have a Bag Knives Steelcraft Edition mini glimpse right over there. And if you want to know how a Spyderco paramilitary tool looks compared to the NIrvana, the Small NIrvana, check this out. Yeah, it's not a small guy, and this is a small guy. This is the James brand, the County, and also, yeah, why not? Let's just do it up against another Canadian beauty. This is the North Arm Knives Kaha. So you can see the NIrvana is a little bit smaller than that. And what do we have? Yeah, let's do it also up against another beauty. This is the Holt Bladework Specter. So this is a pretty cool knife, guys. It's made in Canada by Peter Rassenti himself. He's a one-man show. He's the master of integral knives. In fact, you can see this handle is made out by from a solid chunk of titanium, just milled out right over here internally. There's no screws holding the scales together because there's no scales. Beautiful lines. I mean, this is a classic to me. Nice grooves going on. It's beautifully finished, nicely done. Overall length, it's 7 inches. The handle is going to be 4-inch long with a 3-inch long blade. In this case, the handle is stone washed, which is a slightly different finish than this pretty cool bead blast and shiny finish over here. This is gonna probably hide the scratches nicely if you think to use this guy, because it's a beautiful size, very EDCable in the summer. For example, you can throw this guy into your pants and it's probably gonna disappear. There's no skeletonization, of course, on the inside, because it would be, I think, pretty difficult to make. There's chamfering going on the outside, but there's no chamfering going on internally. Of course, there's no backspacer, no standoffs, because it's a one solid chunk. There's not even the lanyard hole, which you find, for example, in other integrals that Peter is doing. The lock release relief is nicely done. You see there's an area milled out over here, and the presentation side, let's say, it's indented a little bit in order for your thumb just to be able to disengage the lock bar like that. There is no lock face insert, there's no lock bar stabilizer other than the pocket clip, because it's sitting on the lock bar right over here, so that might help you to avoid the overextension of the lock bar right over there. Also, there's an external lock bar relief where Peter is placing its signature, like right over there, and it's something that I truly love. It's not polluting or creating any disturbance or any billboarding going on the blade or on the handle beside this little detail, which is hidden. I mean, it's super classy choice. Good job. I love that. The screw actually, because there's only one. It's just a T15 domed pivot, almost flush with the handle, and there's only one, guys. This is a very, very simple construction. There's nothing probably simpler than this integral solution over here, because you're gonna have just to disassemble, to unscrew this pivot right over here in order to disassemble this guy and maintain it. Really, really straightforward. Tip up only pocket clip. It's not reversible, but it's gorgeous, guys. The blade is what I consider one of the best blade design in the industry. It's absolutely attractive. It's a 3-inch long CPM 154 steel stone washed blade, hollow grind. There's a very aggressive jimping, which I really appreciate, and the swedge is coming from the back and going all the way down, intersecting right over here in this point, culminating into the tip of this beautifully designed blade. Huge belly going up to, I would say, 50% of the blade, and then straight plain edge up to the sharpening choil. Pretty thin behind the edge. Overall, nicely grounded. Very symmetrically, yeah, maybe I would say a little bit favoring of this side, not 100% symmetrical, but this is all hand ground, of course. The spidey hole, it's in the right position, and it's a very, very nice blade design, guys. I like the hollow grind, nicely designed plunge grind over here. The edge profile is very, very nice indeed. I love the tip like that. It's just a beautiful design. Also, something that I really appreciate is this the jimping going on here. It's aggressive, yes, but it's 100% functional. It's very cool. Also, something that I really appreciate about this guy is the sound. This is not as sounding as good as this big guy. Oof, this is a little bit superior, but this is a smaller one, and that's the sound this guy makes. So that's a beautiful clack, and this is less loud because there's less resonance going on in the handle because it's a smaller handle. So the sound gets trapped into this integral piece over here, and it's resounding a little bit less than the large one because of the size of the handle. That's it. But the sound this guy makes, it's a very nice clank, guys. It's not as loud as the large NIrvana, but it's beautiful. It's guys, it's, oh boy, yeah. When you close it, it's pretty subtle clink. Oops. When you open it, it's like a very, very interesting sound indeed. The weight in the pocket is 3.2 ounces because there's no internal milling of the scales. That's why it could be probably a little bit lighter, but it's all right. I mean, 3.2 ounces, we cannot complain about this. It's pretty good in the pockets. There are no hot spots when you squeeze the handle. I find this maybe a little bit small for my hands because I have big hands, but overall, like for precision works, it's nice. So if I do a little bit recessed option, I might feel something like from this point over here, but it's just because I have pretty big hands. But if you do like a grip, a normal grip like this, where this is just over here, I think it's fine, you know, like this or like that. It's gonna work pretty nicely, and you're gonna have a nice grip. Not really prone to do reverse grip because you probably miss a little chunk of handle going on over there, but this solidity, of course, guys, is there. This is an integral piece. It's not gonna bend or flex or go anywhere. There's no chance this guy will have any gaps, any issues in fit and finish. There's, of course, no blade play. The only thing is that the clip is a little bit stiff because this portion here, I feel it's a little bit too thick, so the tension is pretty strong, so it might stick into your pants, but yeah, it's gonna be securely stick into your pants. It's not gonna go anywhere. What I truly appreciate about this little guy is the deployment speed. This is running on bearings, and you can deploy it like with 2 hands like that. You can do just a slow deployment using the spidey hole, or you can just do a thumb flick like that, or you can do just with your middle finger, do like this, like a spidey flick, and this is my favorite way to deploy this guy. So basically just position the heel in the palm of your hand, the middle finger is on the hole, your thumb is just gonna press down, and the index is gonna be right there, and boom, and you can deploy this like extremely fast, and the sound, it's beautiful. It's really fun to fidget with. I love this guy. The detent strength is on the medium side. There's not really like a kickback when you deploy the blade, because the blade is not that heavy. Of course, no rattling when shaken. Extremely solid build, guy. This is a one piece, so what do you expect? The lock release is quite easy to access because of this indentation and this chamfering going on over there. No lock stick. I never experienced any lock stick in any of Peter Rassenti's knives, even if he doesn't use any stainless steel insert in the lock bar. So that means the geometry, it's pretty spot on. There's no detent ball ramp, so you feel this hard step over here, but when you disengage the lock bar, the blade just falls, but there's no guillotine effect. You have just to wiggle, and also because this is a new piece, so still needs to be broken in. Overall, guys, this is a pretty cool knife. I mean, the look, the aesthetics are simply gorgeous, and the sound is unique. The grip is very good, and the fidgetability is spot on. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.